what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Harmony. It has been a hot second since I've filmed a YouTube video, so I'm sitting down to do a quick little life update. So let's just get right into it. Today is Saturday, March 22nd, just for reference. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon. And I guess we will just start kind of where my videos left off. So the last video I uploaded was my bike week vlog that literally went up this morning. A little delayed just because life got crazy. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. Let me pull out my calendar so we can talk dates here, just because I want to make sure everything makes sense as I'm explaining it to you. If you guys have been watching my vlogs recently, you may have heard me mention that my grandmom's been sick and that I was visiting her and different things like that. So that sort of started right after the new year. All of a sudden, it was just crazy that things just started happening really quickly, and we started finding out, you know, how sick she actually was. And basically she was in and out of the hospital. I'm not going to go into like too much detail, but we ended up finding out that she had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is cancer basically. When we found that out, they also kind of decided that she was too weak to do radiation or chemo or anything like that. So it was kind of just like a wait and see how it goes type of deal, which sucked, obviously. So she was in and out of the hospital and rehab. And then finally, while I was in Florida, I was in Florida from March 7th to the 13th. And on the 10th or 11th, my dad called me while I was down there and told me that they were going to move my grandmom to hospice at home. So she would be staying at home and a nurse would come out and take care of her. So she came home on the 12th, which was the Saturday before I came home. And then on the 13th, we drove home from Florida to Pennsylvania. So she had just gotten home, and then on Monday the 14th, we went to see her. And I guess I should have started off by saying that we visited her right before we left, on the Saturday before we left. So it had been like about a week's time. And before we left, she was at rehab, and there was this really great nurse that I just remember like being so good with her and like getting her out of bed and eating and everything. And my grandma was talking, and like I said, she got out of bed into a wheelchair and we ate lunch with her. And she was not great, obviously, because she has stage 4 cancer, but she was there and awake and, you know, spending time with us. And when we came home and I visited her that Monday, she was in the hospital bed that was at her house, and it was just such a difference. Like, she declined just so fast since the last time I saw her. She was basically asleep the entire time. She would occasionally open her eyes, but she wasn't talking, and if she was, it was like mumbled. You couldn't really understand her. She wasn't really eating or drinking. She got like a little bit of water, but barely. We knew that she obviously was not doing well at all. And then I visited her, I want to say Wednesday night again, and then on Friday morning I went over because my aunt, who had been living at my grandma's house, and my dad was also living there as well, but my dad still had to go to work. My aunt was working from home. So my aunt had to take her grandchildren to daycare that morning, so she asked me and Dennis if we would go over and just be with my grandma so she wasn't home alone. So we went over there that morning, and I saw her. She was, you know, sleeping the whole time. Obviously, we still always like said hi and bye to her, but she was asleep. And then on Saturday morning, Dennis got up to go do a side job. Alex was in the driveway, and my dad called me at around 7:30 in the morning and told me that he thinks my grandma passed away. And obviously my heart was just like broken, not only for myself but for my dad. It's his mom, so to hear him so upset obviously like hurts my heart, and like I feel awful for him. So I wanted to go over there right away, so I ran downstairs and I talked to Dennis right before he left, and I told him, obviously, and I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't taking his truck so I could take it to my grandma's house. So he went to do a side job just because I knew it wasn't going to take all day, and you know, he was already like about to leave, so I was like, just go, it's fine. So he went to do that, and then he was going to meet me at my grandma's after. So I got ready really quick and went down to my grandma's house to see her. I got to say goodbye to her and see her, and then the rest of my cousins came over, obviously, to say goodbye to her. My brother and his girlfriend, and then Dennis came a little bit later. So that morning was, you know, the funeral home. People had to come and pick her up and talk to my dad and my aunt about making funeral arrangements and things like that. It was just a very exhausting day. And then that night, I came home and I got some type of stomach bug. Basically, I was just throwing up all night long. Like, I was up all night long. It was awful. And so Sunday, I was still not feeling good. I felt like I had a fever. I'm not sure if I did at that point or not, but I was just like really weak and had chills and stuff like that. So I was just sick. So it was just like one thing after the other. Worked that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I went into the office once and, you know, obviously I told my boss what had happened. Let me like get these dates correct. So she passed away on the 19th. Thursday, the 24th, we had her funeral, which was 2 days ago. We had her funeral, which obviously is very difficult. She had a big family, so a bunch of people came, a bunch of her family came. It was nice to see everyone and just, you know, just see how loved she was. Obviously, she was so great. So we had the viewing and then a funeral mass and then the burial, and then after that we had like a luncheon. So that took all day. It was from like 9:30 a.m. until, I don't think we got home until 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then on Friday I took off from work just so I would have some time to like recoup and like get my emotions back in order after the funeral. And now it's Saturday, and that's where we're at. So I just kind of wanted to film this video and let you guys know why I haven't been posting and what's kind of been going on in my life, since I do share so much of it with you guys. My grandmom always used to watch my videos, so I just wanted to obviously share, just tell you guys what a great grandmother she was. If you know me personally, you may know that our family was very close, and we would go to lunch on Saturdays to go see her, and those are just so special to us. And it was just crazy that she happened to pass on a Saturday, so it was like one last Saturday at Graham's house, like all of us being there. We had lunch, and I think that's just the way that she would have wanted it. I'm trying not to get super emotional right now, but obviously I miss her very, very much. And it's gonna be some adjusting to get used to her not being around, obviously, just because it happened so fast. It just feels crazy. It like wasn't even 3 months from the time that she was like, quote, perfectly fine. She obviously had cancer at that point, but we didn't know that. But on Christmas Eve, you know, she was at my house for dinner. We used to always have Christmas Eve at her house, and this year we had it here at my house just because she's getting older and she can't really cook dinner, so it would have been on my dad and my aunt to cook. So instead we had it here and I cooked, and I obviously wanted everyone to see our house, and it was just special. I'm glad she got to be here, and we have pictures with her from that day. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, it's just crazy how fast it happened from the time that we found out. It's also kind of crazy because my grandpa actually passed away. He had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I don't know the difference. I don't know the medical, you know, what the difference is, but the fact that they're both had Hodgkin's lymphoma of some degree is just crazy. And they also both passed right before their birthdays, which is also crazy. I'm trying to just be positive and remember that she is with my grandpa again, and she also has a son who had passed before I was born, so she's with him again, and I just know that she missed both of them so much. And of course, all of her many brothers and sisters and her parents who have also passed. I also know, obviously, how much she loved me and my cousins and my dad, aunt, and our whole family. And I just remember her telling me how much she loves me every time I saw her, and especially as she got worse, she always told me that she loved me so much. And one day she told me that she's gonna miss me so much, and I just try to remember that. Obviously she has no idea how much I miss her, but just knowing that, like, she loved me that much, that to tell me that she was gonna miss me, it was just really special, and I'm glad that she told me that. That's kind of what's been going on. It's been a crazy few months and few weeks especially, but I am hoping to get my life back on track and just kind of get back into the groove of things. I haven't really been working out or drawing or posting on YouTube or doing any of the things that I really enjoy, just because life's been so crazy. So I want to get back into those things this week and just start feeling like myself again. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I know it was very different than what I normally post, but I just wanted to update you guys and let you know where I've been. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below if you are not already. Give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.